Ethiopia, a country located in the Horn of Africa, is the largest and most populous country in the region, with more than 115 million people and diverse ethnic groups. Ethiopia and Thailand have maintained bilateral relations since 1961. Ambassador of Ethiopia to Thailand tells Thai PBS World that the country aims to strengthen cooperation through medical tourism.
The purpose of our relation mostly focus on developing the economic, especially investment and trade relationship between the two countries. Of course, the relationship between our two countries stayed back for many years, and Thailand had an embassy in Ethiopia in the 1960s. And from then onwards, we did have a long-standing relationship, but still we expect a lot of investors to come and work in Ethiopia. And we also want the trade relationship between these two countries to grow. So the main mission of our embassy is to strengthen the already existing good relationship between the two countries. Beyond that, Thailand is a destination for many Ethiopians, especially for tourism and specifically for medical tourism. And we do have more than 20,000 Ethiopians coming every year to look for medical tourism. So this really require different kind of follow-up and coordination. So we are also following this up and also taking the experts of Thailand in medical, especially in medical tourism. We want to also take this experience.
Can you elaborate more for Thai people who don't quite have a glimpse about Ethiopia, overall situation of the country?
Sure. Ethiopia is one of the ancient country, and it is one of like the only country which has never been colonized in Africa, and it has long years of democratization and governance experience. And now the current government is doing very good in democratizing the country and also in economic transformation. And our main base for economy is agricultural products, especially coffee. Coffee is originated in Ethiopia, and even the name coffee comes from the place called Kaffa in the western part of Ethiopia.
It has been nearly 2 years since the war broke out in the Tigray region in the northern part of Ethiopia between the People's Liberation Front, TPLF, and military forces of the government. The strife in Tigray is called the world's hidden war, with more than 5.2 million people suffering and in urgent need of humanitarian assistance.
Recently, the news about Ethiopia is about civil war, which is happening in the northern part of the country. Can you tell us about what's really going on regarding this situation?
Sure. In November 2020, TPLF, the former ruler, the dominant party of the country, really attacked generously the Ethiopian National Defense Force, which has been there in the northern part of Ethiopia. So it was the responsibility of the Ethiopian government to protect its territory and sovereignty. So they took a counterattack and they make a law enforcement operation. And after that, the government is working on providing all the necessary humanitarian aid to those who are suffering. And still the government is calling for peace talk.
While the world has been focused on the war in Ukraine for more than 7 months, Ethiopia has been calling for attention from the international community, seeking urgent mediation in the conflict. Natha Gomonwarin reporting for Thai PBS World.